Hey, welcome guys. I'm Nikki and you are watching Technical Nikki YouTube channel. And in this video, we will discuss about passing values between functions. Okay, as we know, the function that we have used so far haven't been very flexible. So the mechanism used to convey information to the function is the argument. So you have unknowingly used the argument in printf and the scanf functions. Okay, so the format string and the list of variables used inside the parentheses in these functions are arguments. So the arguments are sometimes also called parameters. So now we will write a program for know about it passing values between the function. So let's go to the Visual Studio Code and learn about it, what is happening in this function or in this method. Okay, so now let me create a new file and give it name to pvbf. Okay, it means passing values between function.c. Okay, and now we will write a program that is that related to this function sending and receiving. Okay, so receiving values wait between functions. Okay, so now let's start it. Has include oh, include stdio.h. Oh, and now I am going to use the function that is the calsum. Okay, it means calculate the sum and its parameter int x comma int y and the int z. Okay, now I relate in this program I will relate these integers value or these arguments or parameters with the integer abc. Okay, so now the main function int a comma b comma c comma sum. Okay, now use the printf function and write enter any three numbers. Okay, after that use the scanf and the use %d for the three times because we are input the three values a b and c. And now comma I will store them into ampersand a, ampersand b and the ampersand c. Okay, now sum equal to calsum, that is the function. Here we are calling the function calsum. Okay, now sum equal to calsum and a b and c, a b and c. Okay, and now use the printf and the sum equal to %d/n, then print sum. Okay, now it is stored into the variable sum and the return equal to 0. And the parameter after I am going to call my function int calsum. Okay, calsum and the int x comma int y comma int z. Okay, after that int d, we will use the integer d, and also d equal to x plus y plus z. Okay, then it returns the value. Okay, return to d, it returns value to variable d. And now let's see what it is. Let's see its output. Okay, that's my previous or the last output, so wait please. Okay, it will ask for enter three numbers. I will enter 10, 10 and the 10. Now the sum equal to 30. So let me explain you guys what is happening into this inside the program. So in the program, from the function main, from here the values of a and b and c are passed on to the function calsum. It means it passed on to the function calsum. Okay, by making a call to the function calsum and mentioning a b c in the parenthesis as here, sum equal to calsum a b and c. Okay, and in the calsum function these values get collected in three variables x, y and z. Okay, it means int calsum, int x, int y and int z. Okay, these three values will collected into these three variables x, y and z. The variables a b and c are called actual arguments. These are the actual arguments of this program, and whereas the variable x, y and z are called are the formal arguments. We can call them formal arguments. Okay, so instead of using different variable names x, y and z, we could have used the same variable names a, b and c, but the compiler would still treat them as different variables since they are in different function. Okay, so the function prototype relation of calsum, instead of the usual word we are using int, and this indicates that calsum is going to return a value of the type int. Okay, as here int calsum, int x, int y and int z. Okay, it means it returns the value type int. So in the definition of calsum, two word has been replaced by int. So let's print this again, and here we have this collected these a, b and c values into these x, y, z. Okay, so it make the addition of the abc in the form of x, y, z. Okay, so let's print this program and again enter. Okay, 20, 10 and 40. So the sum equal to 30 because the 20 and 10, 30 and 40 also called equal to 70. Okay, so that is the passing values between functions. Okay, we pass these values into this function. Okay, the a, b and c values into the calsum function, so that is called the passing values between functions. So hope you are get this stuff and this video is helpful for you. If yes, then please guys like this video and don't forget to subscribe my channel and please support me guys. Hope I am trying my best for you. So thanks for watching. I will see you again in the next tutorial, and then bye.